Hello, it's Randy Duck, and we're back again for another video. This time I have 3 replays for you featuring the Tier 9 German medium tank, the Kampfpanzer 50T. Now, this is a tank which I'm probably a little bit late to the party on, to be honest with you. It's been about for quite a bit. But yeah, I've just never really played it much. I played it a tiny bit before 6.0, and then I've just started to play a few more games into it now. And honestly, it's such a fun little medium tank. It's just a great all-rounder, really. It's got good, standard APCR rounds, good shell velocity, really nice, accurate gun, nice turret. You bounce quite a lot of shells from this turret. Gun depression, mobility. It's got it all, really. And I think if you like the medium tanks, this is definitely well worth a pickup, as a tier 9 premium. Like I say, I've thoroughly been enjoying it. I guess pre 6.0, I think when I did play it, the only sort of criticism I had of it back then was the reload just felt a little bit too long. It just felt a bit annoying to play with the reload. It wasn't a massive thing. It just, you noticed the reload being a little bit long for the 320 alpha. But since 6.0, when you obviously got that 10%, the buff with the cruise skills for the reload, it's made a big difference, and that's no longer really a big concern. So it's actually probably helped this tank, 0.6 and 0, and yeah, it's just thoroughly enjoyable to play at. That's what I can say. So yeah, on to the replay. This first one, we're here on Kasserine, and we're platooned up with a buddy Swindle 321 in his basically derp T49. So yeah, we pushed over to standard sort of medium position, if you like, and we spotted this. We're basically trying to get rid of this T10 now. It's in our way. We're sort of bullying him together. He's at the moment blocking us from progressing, so we do have to kill him, but we're going to take out that little tier 7 Russian Tiger tank first, and now we're just going to poke out and get another shot into him. I think at this stage, I do a little bit of a poor shot there. I probably should have aimed that shot better, and I would have penned that. That was my bad, and because of that I end up eating, well, I get splashed by the fun police, but it's not the end of the world. We're still fairly healthy, and that T10 has now been shut down. This T54 Mod 1 pushes out with his absolute horrendous skin. Oh my gosh, that skin is bad. But we take him out swiftly, which is good, because anyone who runs that skin deserves to be destroyed. But moving on, we've now got this Belafon. He's obviously a really dangerous tank. It's very, very good tier 8 medium tank. That one of the best, if the best Centurion premium tanks you could make a case for. But he's pushed out now, and we managed to take him out. So already it's been a pretty decent start to the game. I think we picked up 2 or 3 kills, just over 2,000 damage, and a little bit of assistance. But as you can see, if we're looking here on the mini-map, the majority of the enemy force is now on the other side of the map. So I want to make sure I can clear this side as quickly as possible. So you see me pushing in here aggressively. I'm not hanging about, because there is stuff we can get shot into me from behind, so I need to just make this play, and we need to take out this T44 as quickly as we can, who by the looks of it is got a damaged loader on, and we do get a shot into him, but then I notice this ISM's looking at me, so I put my attention to try and get around his cover so he can't shoot me. But obviously T44 pops back out again, but fortunately we managed to, I think we bounced that shell, and we managed to take him out. The ISM does get one into me because I'm impatient. I don't want to hang about, like I say, so I took that shell, but we get the 6.0 snapshot to finish him off, and it's fine. I just wanted to keep the pace going, really, so I was okay to take that trade. We've got this T54. We're now going to try and get some shots into him, see if we can potentially finish him off, but we don't, and we do manage to let him on a one shot, but he then quickly gets shut down by our Persian. And yeah, so you see this has been quite a fast paced game, isn't it, for Kasserine? We've really kind of pushed the pace on this side, Now at this point, I'm slightly concerned the enemy team could be, progressing to a cap, potentially to try and cap us out. But at the same time, I just want the damage. I guess I'm going for the marks on this tank. I've not really set a goal to free market. That will be a thing. So I want to try and get as much damage as I can. Again, I could have aimed that shot on the Italian, but it doesn't matter because Spinner takes him down. I see an opportunity to get one into this SU. We're going to put that in no bother with the accuracy of this gun. It hits those shots, with ease. So there's 3 tanks left now, and it's just a case of clean up, isn't it? Really, we've had a decent game. We had 4,500 damage. We've got sort of 1,600 assistance. So I'm pretty happy so far. But there's 2 tanks left. I can, I've got the speed and ability to get there. So if I can take them out, that'd be great. Swindle does a full sort of ram there to pick up the kill, and sort of suicide kill there. So we move on, we'll leave that there, and we're going to see if we can just find this last medium tank. We know he's around here somewhere. If he starts to cap now, I'm easily going to get back, so I'm not concerned about that. It's just being, I'd like to be the first person to find him, just selfishly, just to get the damage off of him really. It would be nice if I could try and get this to a 5k total, but we're going to have to find him first. Now we do find him, he's on sort of 800 plus hit points, so I'm thinking at this point, I've got a chance of getting 2 shots into him. That'd be really nice. It's looking like I'm going to be the first person to find him, but then I was thinking, oh god, he jumps off there. I think he was just going to full kill himself, but somehow he bounces up, survives, but he does lose some hit points for the process. I put a shot into him and then he gets shut down by Pagetto before I could pick up the 7th kill, denying me the Devastator. But nevertheless, it's been a pretty decent game. We've got 6 kills, just shy of 5k damage, 4,800, 1,700 assistance. So yeah, pretty happy with that result. Quite a nice little fast-paced replay. But yeah, bear with us, and we'll see you in a bit for the second replay of the video. Hello, so thank you for staying with us. Here we are for the second replay, and this time we're on Proc. I like Proc. Sometimes teams play it poorly, unfortunately, but the map itself is a really decent map. I like Proc a lot, especially if you're in a medium tank like this, which does have the gun depression, does have the reasonable camo, but also has a good turret. Kind of the ideal map for this tank, in my opinion. Now, one thing to note is obviously we have 1 fun police to worry about, so we can't stay too static on the ridge. But also there's 3 lights on the enemy team, and on our team, which is a bit of a pain really, isn't it? Like, too many. So we need to be a little bit careful until we take out some of those lights. They will make mistakes, you will get opportunities to get shots into them. You need to be careful and take those opportunities where you can. So you notice I took a shot. The first thing I'm going to do is start moving because, front police, it could be starting to be loaded potentially. And I just don't want to be sitting there still. I don't want to give him any excuse to shoot. And you can see there he just shot roughly where I was. He was aiming at the other guys, but if I was still there, he could have been aiming at me. But now he's shot, that gives me a little bit of freedom, just to try and actually play the game and use a bit of ridge. We see the Thras, we get a shot into him. He's kind of playing like one of those annoying pest lights at the moment as well, so it almost feels like you've got 4 lights in the team. And we want to take any sort of guys on the ridge, like any of the fast moving lights. They're my number 1 targets if I can. I'm not going to overextend and kill myself just to get a shot into them, but I will try and get shots into them where I can. I will take educated risks if it means I can get a shot into them, because ultimately if all their light tanks die, I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable in having a good game. So you can see there, I'll keep moving about across this ridge line. I'm not staying in one location. That's because there's a fun police. If we didn't have a fun police, I could obviously stay a bit more static and look for those shots and just rely on using my turret armour. But at the moment I don't fancy staying there, and I've seen opportunities to punish people who push this hill like this machine, and I want to put punish in while I can. I do eat one in return, and I then eat one for the back chat as well, so maybe I could have played a bit better, but at the same time I wanted to punish them. I want to get rid of this bat chat. As you can see, I'm just trying to take him out now, because while they've made a mistake, you don't know if they're going to make that same mistake again. So I'm going to try and get a few shots into them. So you see, we can see the bat chat there. We're going to try and hopefully we can try and get a kill. We've got an opportunity to get a kill here, and we do. We finish him off. And that's brought us, that's got us, I think, our first kill in the game, got 1,000 damage, and this game's swinging more and more into our favour, we sort of, I think our team's played this a lot better than sometimes do play Proc. We've actually got a bit of ridgeline control. That doesn't normally happen. Normally people scare away down the 1-2s, they're scared of getting hit by the artillery. I guess I can understand that to an extent when you're playing certain tanks, like, maybe there's certain tanks where you can't move about so much. But if you're playing stuff with mobility and there's only one RT, don't be scared. Just play the ridge. Just keep moving to make yourself a harder target for an artillery to hit. It doesn't mean there's no guarantee he's not going to hit you. But if you do this, it's normally you're lowering the risk of getting shot. Anyway, that's how at least I see it. But you noticed earlier we just saw that French light tank making a scout run. He's going to make exactly the same move now. So this time we make sure we do punish him, we hit our shot and we track him and he gets taken out. That's one thing to remember when you are playing light tanks. Don't be too predictable. Like, I knew he did that run and you could see that's exactly what he was going to do again. Which, allowed me to get my shot in because I've already preempted that. So like I say, when you are playing light tanks, that's one thing you want to be careful. Sometimes you get a bit stuck in your ways trying to get those assistants. And Thras has just made the same mistake and he gets tracked. He could have paid the same fate there, but fortunately for him, he had a repair kit ready. But either way, this game's, it's swinging a lot in our favour now. It's now 12-9. We've got 1,500 damage now. We've got 800 assistants. It's getting to the stage where we're able to use this ridgeline a bit more, and I've sensed the opportunity. Our light tanks have gone in. I'm going in with them because I want to try and get a bit of assistance basically. Them going over the ridge gave me the opportunity. There's a Foch there running. He's clearly dropped his clip, so he's not a threat to me right now. So we're just going to push forward, and you notice I've looked at the map and most of their enemy teams now on the left hand side of the map here where this waffle is. The only tank to behind me is just that Foch, so I'm going to ignore him for the time being and leave my guys on the 1-2 to deal with him. And basically now, just rather than shots at him on a 3, I'm going to get closer because if I then light all these guys up, we've still got fun police left in our team and we've got lots of stuff we can shoot them. There's a very good chance we're going to pick up the assistance damage. So we spotted up this AMX 30B. You see there immediately picking up a bit of assistance. We're going to try and spot this M13 again because, like I say, they're very healthy. That M13 is actually full health, so that's either 1,800 points of damage for us or 1,800 points of assistance for us. Either way, when you're going for like these marks of excellence, it all comes in handy, doesn't it? Now I can see that he's going to push me because you can see what's happening. So I've moved over, created a little bit of a wider angle. Now I can still use my gun depression, and I'm not really too concerned if he's sort of full sending at this point because we've got so many people shooting into him. You can see I'm already now up to 2k assistance damage, and I've got that because I've closed the distance, and I am the one lighting him now, so I've got all that assistance for myself. There's 2 tanks left now. We know they're on the hill. One's the waffle, one's that medium. So we just want to push them. I got slapped by the waffle there, so we know exactly where he is. I'm going to just try and move up and light him up. I think he's still got like 1,000 hit points to the top of my head. There you go, yeah, just about 1,000 there. We're going to get a shot in, and we actually don't get spotted for that, which is nice because we shot just through the bush. And then we just get slapped by our TD, and we pick up that assistance. And then straight away we pick up the rest of the assistance in the hill. So yeah, that's it for that one. Fairly sort of standard proc. 2 kills, 4k damage, 3,600 assistance, 490 block, ace tanker. So yeah, that's it for this replay on proc. Hope you enjoyed it, but we've got one more left, and I will see you in a bit for the final replay of the video. Okay, so here we are for the final replay of the video. Unfortunately, it is on one of the Cold War maps, Desfall. Yeah, I know, sorry about that. But, you know, it's encounter, we're top tier, and we're platooned up with Rossi and Swindle 321. Both very good, very decent players, and obviously top blokes as well. So, yeah, it's the encounter version. There's one artillery, so there's only one thing on my mind at the moment, and that is to take the middle of the map. We've got the speed to get there, so we're going to push aggressively as we can, try and dominate the middle, win that. That's my first plan, if you like, tactic for the map. I'm in a platoon of, you know, I'm in a 3-man, so I can't, you know, and we're top tier, so I can't really see any reason why we can't win it between us. So you see, yeah, just drive along. Obviously we've got the speed. Fortunately we're not stuck in one of them really slow heavies, or it will take us forever to get across here. We're going to turn our turret to this SDA-1, and the light tanks are pushing around. See if we can maybe get a shot in on our approach to our destination. We do snap one in, you know, that's just how the game is these days. We aimed at one, but we still got it in on the move, and this SCA-1's having a very rough time, isn't he? We get a shot into him then, and he gets taken out by our comet. So pretty decent start to this game, isn't it, really? We've moved, got into position, already got just shy of 1,000 hit points. We're going to try and take out this light tank, tier 9 light tank, and we do. So, yeah, can't ask for a better start, really. We've got a kill, we've taken out a light tank, we've got 1,000 damage, and this game's only just begun. So we're going to now push in, and we can see this Senshi, who's basically taking the hill. He's done nothing wrong here, but we need to win this hill, and I've got the support, so I'm just going to push and try and kill him. At least make him move off of this location. Unfortunately, I do make a mistake there, thinking that wall was obstructed to cover. It kind of looks like it is, but yeah, it's not. So that probably stops me getting the shot into him. But we've achieved our goal. He's basically down to one shot, but more importantly, we've now taken control of the hill. Like I say, he didn't really do anything wrong. He tried to win the hill, which, you know, makes sense. But he was outnumbered, out-tiered, outgunned, so that was never gonna end well. And I'm glad now we've taken the hill. So now we're taking the hill. I've got to be a little bit careful because I don't want to get slapped by the artillery. Is almost certainly aiming in our location. So I'm just going to look for shots as where we can. You know, sometimes they do push around into the cap and you can pick up a few shots. But I am getting lit by someone, and I think this Dragon has just pushed up basically and taken the hill, and he's now sort of putting shots into our buddy Rossi. So we're going to get a shot. We'll try and get a shot. But I aimed that poorly, and I hit one of those sort of ricochet angles of the APCR rounds. But could have been avoided had I been a bit more careful with that shot. But he does get taken out anyway. We do take him out, and now it's just looking for shots at this stage. We've won control of the map. I'm just trying to think, you know, where can I get shots? Where's the best place for me to get shots into? I've got to be like a little bit careful, like I say, because the fun police is, and you don't want to get. Sometimes you win the hill and you get a little bit caught out. You know, no shots are presenting yourself, and you almost over peak, overextend, looking for that shot, and it can get you in a little bit of trouble if people are sort of hard aiming your location. So you do have to bear that in mind. And at the moment, like I say, I'm being very careful. I'm looking for shots, but I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm going to die to get them. So I'm just kind of trying to think what to actually do. Basically, you can see what's going through my mind here. I'm undecisive, and at this point, I think the best thing to do is I was thinking about going around and taking out that Senshi in the bottom of the map. But I think in the meantime, as that's happened, this Dreadnought has basically pushed up and given Swindle some problems, and Swindle's stuck at the moment. He can't get out of there where this Dreadnought is, and he's getting proxy spotted by the SDA on the bottom of the map. So we get a shot into him. We're going to try and take him out before he gets a shot. Swindle, we do manage to take him out. And now I'm thinking, right, I know where this SDA-2 is, or the Sentry, which was dealing with at the start, is at the bottom of this hill. I know I can kill him comfortably with probably minimal risk, just looking at where my team is. And I think that's my best bet at progressing forward on this map now. I'm prepared to take a shot in order to kill him. I'm just going to try and do it as quickly as I can, so he's got no. So when I get proxy spotted, he's got no way of escaping. So I'm literally just going to pop around there. You know, he gets a shot into me, fine. I'm happy with that trade because he's now taken out of the game. And you see that I just managed to avoid the fun police. But him being dead is giving me an opportunity now to sort of try and progress on this map. I don't, you know, it's no good. Sometimes you get the hill and you get a bit stagnated because you stay there for too long because you sort of won a dominated position, but then you're almost not achieving much by it, which sometimes can happen. So I'm going to try and push out, maybe push division. I might be able to get some support by my team. In doing so, we've spotted this T-49 in a one-shot. We've taken them out in the process. And now this game's looking a lot more in our favour, isn't it? It's 9-4. It's looking fairly comfortable, I would say. I mean, stranger things have happened, but again, it's looking pretty comfortable. Now, we managed to get a shot into that artillery Crusader SP who tried to shoot us earlier. We're still looking to see if we can finish him off. That's not going to be possible. So we're going to progress. It looks like we've got the T-30 to our left. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I can just get round and take him out while he's distracted. But by the looks of it, it's not quite an option because it's not overextended. And I've also now just spotted this T-44-100 behind us. So I want to go and deal with him mainly because he's got a lot of hit points for me. But I'm also nervous of getting shot behind by the T-30. So I'm just being a little bit careful. I don't want to get slapped by him. But he's clearly got other priorities, more pressing concerns, and I think he just gets shut down by Rossi. So I've now got the freedom of just pushing in. Now I'm having a pretty decent game. I've got just shy of 4k damage, but I know that heavy is healthy, and I know this guy is fairly healthy, and I know I'm in the best position to get the damage right now. So I don't want to hang about. I've got the hit points. I'm just going to push into this guy, trade 1 for 1 if I have to. But if I don't have to, you know, no point taking a shot if I don't need to. The Crusader SP is trying to shoot me. I've got this guy dead to rights now. We take him out, and that's put us on 4,300. But look how healthy this heavy tank is. So I do want to get shots in. I can afford to trade shots like that now at this stage of the game. We get one into him. We're going to try and get another one through his lower plate, and we do. And at the end, so now it's just trying to get shots in as I can, many as I can. I'm a little bit worried the artist can shoot me from here, but at the same time, I'm not going to do anything else than try and shoot this guy right now. So we go through one in the lower plate, and I think, I do manage to penetrate that one, and we're going to try and finish him off for the one shot, and we just managed to take him out. I think that picks up our 7th kill. We've got an option to kill for the Radleys. Do we get kill? We do. And there we go. So all what's left now is get to results and see how we got on. We picked up 8 kills, got that Redleys, 5,364 damage, got 500 assistance, blocked just shy of 1,000. Like I say, got the ace tanker, got the Radleys, the high caliber, etc. And all in all, that's a pretty decent game, really. So I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, thank you so much for following me, for subscribing, for watching my videos. We're getting very close to the 500 mark now, so I really want to just keep pushing to try and get there. That's my next little goal, and I do thank you. I genuinely thank you for watching it, and as always, happy tanking.